Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we are talking about wellness by the seasons. So our bodies, our emotions, everything changes based on the season we're in. And I have this great booklet I'm going to show you that gives you some tips and products about where to move your wellness focus based on what season we're in. So we're still in winter, we're almost to spring. So today we're gonna go over winter and spring. But basically in traditional Chinese medicine, the goal was to really allow our bodies to work in harmony with nature. And part of that is matching each season to an element. So winter is about the water element, and it's about conserving and reducing. So we're gonna look into winter first and then move into spring. And it's going to be, I think, really break it down where you should put your focus and what products to try based on each season. So let's dive in. We're going to share my screen here so you can see the booklet. I will link this in the comments and hopefully have a QR code with you at the end too. So you can scan and save this booklet for your own use, but it's really great. It breaks it down really easy. So like I said, we're gonna start with winter. So January, February, March. We're at the end of February, just about to hit March, and we're gonna look at what you should be focusing on in the winter. So some fun facts that are also in this booklet. Harvests that we do in the winter at Young Living are at our Highlands Flat Farm in Idaho. I actually just came from there last month to take part in the Idaho Grand Fir harvest, but you'll see we harvest the Idaho Blue Spruce, Idaho Grand Fir, and Evergreen Essence during the winter at our Highland Flats Farm. So it's really fun to know that we're also distilling and gaining our products by season as well, based on when they're at their highest and most potent energy for us to harvest and distill them. So in winter, the two organs we're going to focus on are kidney and bladder. Okay, so kidneys are one of the most kind of house the most fundamental energy in our body, which I didn't know. So this is really interesting. And kidneys' main jobs are to remove waste and extra fluid, to have a healthy balance of water, salt, and mineral. It's really into the fluid balance of our body. It regulates mineral filtration in our blood, filters waste from food, toxic substances. If you have a lot of chemicals in your personal care product, your liver is going to take on a lot of that toxic waste load from our cleaners, our skincare, our makeup, our shampoo. And then it's also going to filter through medications and our food. So it also creates hormones that help produce red blood cells, our bone health, and regulate blood pressure. So our kidneys are super important. And then with I didn't know how sensitive our kidneys were to the winter, but if you actually just do a quick Google search, you'll see tons of hospitals and kidney centers creating blogs and tips for people to how to take care of their kidneys during the winter, as it's a really sensitive time. And then our bladder is our other organ we're focusing on. And cold weather causes our muscles to tense up in the areas around our bladder, which can really also cause some distress on our bladder. And in the winter, we're also sweating less. So there's more urine that our body has to kind of excrete and work a lot harder in the winter. So that's why we're focusing on the kidney and bladder. So you'll see in the booklet, we also have some affirmations for each organ and an oil. And I love this because our emotions take such a physical toll on our bodies, emotions that we're not dealing with, that we're suppressing. And so it's important as we look to our physical health that we keep our emotional health in mind as well. So there are our kidney emotion is the oil 3 Wise Men, and it says, I allow myself to be real. I am lovable. So what I like is you can take these oils and apply them to your kidneys while you're saying that affirmation, either out loud or in your head. And then for the bladder, it's the oil Sarah, or Sarah, however you want to say it, but you'll do 1 to 3 drops below your navel while saying, I appreciate, and I am fulfilled within myself. So we want to make sure that just as much as we're focusing on physical, we're focusing on emotional, because if we don't balance both, one will outweigh the other. Sure, your physical health may improve, but your emotional overload may increase and actually cancel out the effects you're working on physically. So some foods you can want to make sure you incorporate during the winter are chestnuts, grapefruit, oranges, radishes, turnips, beets, and potatoes. So we also want to focus on our nutrition, right? It's a full lifestyle that we always talk about with Young Living. And then there's also some movements on here. It's really important in the winter to keep our body moving. It's when our muscles get the most stiff, our bones get the most stiff. We want to sit around inside with a fuzzy blanket and watch movies all day, but it's important to do some stretches, get some movement, and really love on your body. If you click on this YouTube link when you get your own copy of this booklet, it'll actually take you to YouTube videos of a routine, a quick routine for you to do, for one for your kidney and one for your bladder. So this booklet has all the resources that you need, which is why I'm obsessed with it. So your kidneys are a pair of bean-shaped organs that are on either side of your spine, so about 4 to 5 inches below your ribs. They remove our waste, filter, like I was saying, they filter the blood, they help balance your pH, blood volume. They're just so, so important. And it's an elastic organ that sits on our pelvic floor. So that's why movement is really important, so we don't get stagnant in our body. So it also collects urine that's excreted from our kidneys and preparing for urination. So that's why the kidney and bladder are both so important to focus on together. So here are some products you should try in the winter. Juniper essential oil beautifies and tones the skin when applied topically, and it makes a great addition for your lymphatic system and post-workout massage blends. So whether you want to rub that on your muscles and you'll see a difference in your skin tone, but also when we apply it topically, we're getting those benefits aromatically, and then it also goes into our bloodstream. So I really like just applying directly to my skin. If you have sensitive skin or you're new to essential oils, you want to make sure you use a carrier oil, since Young Living oils are 100% pure. Some people with sensitive skin might need that extra help of a carrier oil like coconut, olive oil, or the Young Living V6 oil. Then we have K&B. I just started using K&B tincture actually, and I would put it in my smoothies, and it has juniper in it. And I thought that would be really weird. And then I found myself craving that flavor in my smoothies whenever I ran out. So I really love the K&B. It supports kidney and bladder function, hence the name, urinary tract health, and the body's efforts to maintain proper fluid balance. And it has the juniper berries, parsley, and other oils. So K&B is a product I was really nervous to try. I really wasn't familiar with tinctures or how to incorporate that into my routine. But then I manned up one day and I put it in my smoothies, and it's become now a staple in my routine, and I really love it. I personally had surgery on my bladder when I was a baby. I had something called hydronephrosis. And so for me, I'm always looking for ways to support my bladder and kind of support that system in my body. And I noticed a huge difference. So other products would be lemongrass essential oil, which cleanses the air. It's actually one of my favorites to diffuse while I'm cleaning. It just smells so clean. Or I like to add it to my dryer balls in the laundry. Enhances massage practices, and when taken internally, it provides circulatory and digestive support. So any of the vitality oils that we're going to talk about today, you can take internally. Like I said, for like K&B tincture, I add it to my smoothies. You can add your vitality oil to your smoothies. Or another thing people really like to do is to order our vegetable capsules, and you can make your own little supplements with them. So they come empty, and you just open them up. You put your oils in, put it back together, take it with some water. And just a note on these, you'd want to prepare them as you use them because they're vegetable. We want to make that an option for our vegetarian clients and customers, but it means that the oils can actually break through this capsule very easily. So we can't make too many ahead of time. And then the last oil is Melrose, which is really great, but it's a combination of 4 oils, which are Melaleuca, Alternifolia, Melaleuca, I don't want to say that, rosemary, and clove. Melaleuca is another name is the Latin name for tea tree plant. So if you're familiar with that, and it has powerful cleansing properties that support the appearance of skin. So Melrose, I actually like to use on my feet. I'll put it in a spray bottle. It's a really great blend. And these are all things to support your kidney and bladder. So on the next page, you'll see you can print this out and actually keep a journal of what products you tried and what you noticed, how you felt after you used them. So you'll see at the end of each chapter, we have the kidney emotional support affirmation reminding you to do that. And then another label that encourages you to write down one product that you tried using and how you felt. I always recommend that you take one product at a time to add to your routine, because then you can see exactly how that one product affects you and how your body responds, and if you want to move forward with it or try something different. So next, let's jump into spring, which we're very excited about. It's on its way here. Spring is April, May, and June. It is all about regeneration and new beginnings, right? So we're excited for gardening, we're excited for sunshine, we're excited for more daylight, but also means it's all about cleansing. So we're going to focus on the liver and the gallbladder for spring. So let's take a look. The harvest we do at Young Living in spring are at our Finca Botanica farm in Ecuador and our Northern Lights farm in British Columbia, Canada. And we harvest things like ylang ylang, oregano, which one is that? Dorado Azul and Northern Lights Black Spruce. They're just some really amazing oils, and I love knowing when they're distilled at our farms. So here are our liver emotion affirmation is purification. You're gonna apply 1 to 3 drops over your liver while saying, I smile and laugh, my direction is clear. So whenever you're applying oils for your emotions, you can just add a few drops in your hand. Then your liver's on the right side, kind of over your stomach. So you just rub it on and remember to repeat those either out loud or in your head, the affirmation while you're doing it. And your gallbladder emotion and affirmation is with the oil forgiveness. And your affirmation is, I am aware, I learned from all of life's experiences. So I love that one. Foods for spring: artichoke, asparagus, avocado, carrot, celery, chives, collards, fennel, mango, morels, pineapple, and strawberry. That list is making me very hungry. And then your movement, there's another YouTube link where you can follow Pamela's direction for a quick stretch and yoga session. And then now let's get into some other products for the spring. So our liver sits under a rib cage on the right side of our abdomen and is essential for digesting food and ridding your body of toxic substances. So as we talk about this nutrition and other ways to support our organs, it's really important overall to take a look at what's in your home, your personal care products, your cleaners, and look at what kind of toxic load your body's having to handle every day, because it's a huge reason for your body to function correctly. And it's some really easy switches that make a huge difference. So if you haven't checked out our Thieves Cleaning line, the Bloom Skincare, any of our personal care and lifestyle products, highly recommend you tune into those, because as you're supporting nutritionally and supplementing for your organs, and like we're talking about by the season, it's important that what's in your home isn't harming the efforts you're making over here. So we want to balance that out, full lifestyle approach. So let's take a look. How to cleanse your liver and gallbladder. The yearly cleanse during the spring and summer months may keep your liver healthy and functioning properly. I know for me, as spring's kind of approaching, I've really been craving like a juice cleanse or something. And I'm going to incorporate some of these products because it's just a great time to reset. You know, we're about to get into the time of fresh produce and more sunshine, and it really changes what our body wants and responds to. And I encourage that you think about kind of what your body's craving and maybe already telling you, to work on the relationship and be more in tune with yourself to understand what your body might crave, and not what your mind might crave, which is like, you know, after watching commercials on TV, your mind really makes you think you're craving so many other things you don't need. But since I've worked on that, I've noticed cravings for things like parsley or cilantro or different herbs. And then I look up like, what does parsley do for the body? And I'm like, whoa, this is crazy. Of course, that's why I was kind of craving that. So our gallbladder is also a small necessary organ that rests under our liver on our right side, and it stores bile, which is a fluid produced by the liver, and helps you break down fatty foods. So it's really important, especially when we think about the standard American diet and our kind of excess of fatty foods. So the bile is also, the gallbladder or the liver also metabolizes your fats, proteins, and carbs, and activates the enzymes in your body. And it also excretes hormones and cholesterol. So these are really important organs for you to have working optimally. And spring is the time to kind of set your intention to focus on them. So let's look at some of the products they recommend. We have 3 vitality oils, which, like we talked about, you can use your veggie capsules with those. And there's GLF, which is a blend of essential oils that includes grapefruit, ledum, helichrysum, celery seed, hyssop, and spearmint. These are super powerful and cleansing, and they complement a healthy weight management program when applied topically. So you can apply these topically, and the vitality ones, use them internally. It's highly supportive for the immune and digestive system when it's taken internally. So you can balance what your goals are and which way you want to use them. So then there's Juva Cleanse. And it's an essential oil. It's a premium blend of helichrysum, ledum, and celery seed. And it has a really, really different smell about it. But when it's applied topically, you can still get that aromatic kind of sensation, and it helps focus your organs. Like your body, once you apply those oils, will take that information that the oils are giving it and send it to where it needs to go. So even aromatically, when you just want to like do a scent tint like this, can be really powerful. I wouldn't recommend putting these in your diffuser. When you take it internally, it's going to support digestion and a healthy immune system, which is what our gallbladder and liver really do for us. So next is, can't even see what it says, Juva Flex. So we have Juva Cleanse and Juva Flex. Juva Flex is an essential oil blend combining blue tansy, fennel, geranium, helichrysum, Roman chamomile, and rosemary. It's very awakening, very bright, and it's really good for overall wellness. So we would want to take this as a daily supplement. Next is Juba Power and Juvetone, which are supplements. And Juba Power has a high antioxidant vegetable powder in it, and it's one of the richest sources of acid binding food. So like we talked about, the liver and gallbladder are really important for keeping our digestion correct and cleansing. Juba Power is amazing for that. So it's full of liver supporting nutrients and intestinal cleansing benefits. And then Juvetone promotes healthy liver function through the powerful herbal complex and phytonutrients with oils such as lemon, German chamomile, and rosemary. So I love this quote from Gary Young, founder of Young Living: "At the moment you unburden the liver, you increase your immune function." So when we think about what this world's been going through the last couple of years, immune systems and our overall health is everything. So learning where our body creates the support for our immune system is how we can take the steps to make sure we're staying healthy all the time. And then you'll see you have your journal portion to try products for your liver and gallbladder, take some notes, and then continue to add on as the seasons progress. Since there's 3 months in every season, try adding a different product each month. And if you have any questions, you can reach out and we can try to create a protocol just for you with whatever your goals are. So that's it for winter and spring wellness. I will be posting the link for this full booklet, but you'll see I'll have some other ones up about summer and fall as we get close to that time. And I'll also do one about core nutrition, which was earlier in this booklet, and you can see what are the daily core nutritional requirements you should be meeting to support your body. So I hope you enjoyed this Wellness by the Seasons for winter and spring, and we'll see you next time.